What is up, everybody? Your favorite pussy fart just made it back to the channel. I've been doing some searching. In the meantime, of course, I've been doing some things for Thanksgiving. It's a major holiday here. Kata Marie doesn't understand what I'm talking about. That's okay. That's fine. Mine is pink. And remember, today we wear pink. So let's look at this, okay? Please, please, please. Come on.
It's adorable. It's so fetch. What is fetch? Oh, it's like slang from England. So if you're from Africa, why are you white? Oh my God, Karen, you can't just ask people why they're white. Could you give us some privacy for like 1 second? Yeah, sure. Okay, you should just know that we don't do this a lot, so this is like a really huge deal. We want to invite you to have lunch with us every day for the rest of the week. Oh, it's okay. Coolness. So we'll see you tomorrow. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. Oh my
God. And it is Wednesday. And we are getting ready for Thanksgiving. I see you said, woohoo. Doing again for summer. You better believe it. She said, I'll be listening while I prep for Turkey Day. Let me tell you, I talked to my friend Gina earlier, and it's getting insane. All the chopping, all the cracking, all the marinating. Screw a bunch of this at this point, and I say it every year. I get to a point, I just throw everything down, I walk away from it. Either way, it is a great holiday. Let's see who else has made it in. Cranky, who needs to be a member. My goodness. Girl, you are my soulmate. I'm telling you, the way that the things that you say crack me up. Okay? And I'm so sorry that you're in a quiet room and you're hearing words like pussy fart. Well, that's what Candace called me, and I own it. If anybody wants their own pussy fart t-shirt, send me an email, cll72020@gmail.com. Now, before I get to what I'm revisiting, well, hold on. Let me ask you, who in this chat, besides Paper Slut, would wear a pussy fart t-shirt? It can't just say fart. It's got to say something different. Maybe Pebbles Woods. Mama Bear said she would. Okay. Mean Jean said she would wear one. Look at that. Christina said she would. Now, let me ask you something now. Do you prefer a hoodie, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a tank top, a thumb, like a thong, that you put up your buns, okay? Like with the real pussy fart on there. Dream Bradley said she'll wear one. Hey, goodbye me. Okay. Christina said she wants the t-shirt. Melanie wants extra large t-shirt. Well, I have a feeling that Candace's pussy fart is XXXXL. And if something like that happened to Daisy, I would be able to smell it all the way from Tennessee to Oklahoma. Anybody wants their own pussy fart t-shirt, you know where to find me, okay? Oh, hold on real quick. Let's see. Hang on, let me see real quick. All right. Tina said, I definitely would. Oh, PJ pants. What a great idea. Now, where would we put the flap in the pajama pants? In the back or in the crotch or in the front? Because I don't exactly know how this vaginal farting goes. I have to know. I really do have to know. I've got to discuss this with my gynecologist because, Candace, she said that about me. That's fine by me. Britt said pink or hoodie would be used most over here. Great. Okay. Paper Slut said it make it OJ farting. OJ's not talking to me right now. He's really upset because I had Thanksgiving last night with two of my sons and my daughter-in-law. And my daughter-in-law is pregnant. So OJ's litter box got moved into another room because, well, my daughter-in-law is pregnant. Okay. And it has offended OJ so bad that all he will do is get off the bed to come down and eat. And then he gives me the stink eye and then goes back to bed. He's furious with me. He's just kind of like, are you serious? You put my shit box in the other room when you were having company, also known as your children and your daughter-in-law, which I consider them all kids, just not like in a incest way. He's very offended. Oh, hold on. Mama Bear, she wants extra large hoodie, t-shirt, and sweats. Okie doke. Wow. We got some orders in here. Let me know, and I will send you an invoice, and they will be in the mail really quick. Now, remember, this is going to be regular store prices, okay, but not good quality. Melanie, a new idea. She wants some leggings. Now, Melanie, you can't be going to the Walmart looking like Juicy Couture with a big old pussy fart around your ass and up and down the leg. No, 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 no. My God, no. And also we have other t-shirts. Okay, we have a lot actually. We have this one. That's OJ, the Tragedy Pimp. And then this one I am modeling. It says we wear pink on Wednesdays, and today is Wednesday. So let's go ahead and tell everyone good afternoon. Nicey Marie said Temu quality. Oh, girl, no, 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 no. Don't give me credit. This is like the Aldi's dumpster. But you can ask Jules in here. She has been the model for me for my products for a long time. Now, I have been going through some things today because I cannot get this whole situation out of my mind. Different names have been popping in my head from over the last 4.5 years, which is the reason I'm not a detective. I am not a detective. Hang on. Casey said, put the words in the crotch. Interesting. Casey, you are kinky. Now, Casey, I must ask you something. Who would you wear that for? I've known you for a long time. I didn't realize you got down like that. Would you like those to be edible? Like those old fruit roll-ups we used to get? And you could buy the edible underwear at the local gas station? Would you like it to be like Velcro, zipper, or do you want someone to take their time and unbutton, Cassie? I have all day. Wow. Damn. Beverly coming in hot. She wants the Twizzler style. Woo! Radio gods, and she wants some handcuffs. Would you like them in the thong, I don't know. Listen, just send me an email and I will make it happen. Remember, it will not be top quality. But I will tell you right now, buyer beware. All right? Buyer beware. I've only had one person complain, and that's a woman that wanted a set of wine glasses, which I bought from the Dollar Tree, and I put Crime Lines and Lies stickers on them. And after she used them, she put them in the dishwasher. She called me and she's like, the stickers came off. And I said, well, no shit. This is the kind of stuff that you put in your china cabinet and you admire. You don't put them in the dishwasher. But she did get a new set. And I'm really happy that her and her family got to enjoy Crime Lines and Lies wine glasses. All right, let's get to this real quick, because my brain is about to explode. My brain is a muscle, not an organ. Okay, Mama Bear would like to order a set of wine glasses. I got that from the WOW. Okay, so go ahead. I will send them to you. Don't worry about it. Nani, love OJ, the OJ treasure pen. Yeah, exactly. OJ's the best. And the fam around here. Best people on the tube. All right. Now, you're going to see something that's probably going to get all the horny women in here pussy farting. JLR, a year after summer went poof, evaporated like a magic, he met a neighbor that dropped many, 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 many names. You're going to hear a lot about Fred. You're going to hear about Van Road, which is what the locals call it. You're going to hear a lot of names being dropped. So, let's get to it.
Oh. Turn it around. Sorry, dude. Turn it around. Hey, I got a question. And looking for Summer Wells. Did authorities come back here at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
So when did they?
Good to hear. Okay, so the old boy said, all of us are, dog. He's like, the authorities come back here? He's like, yeah. Good to hear they searched over there. Now, wait till you see the trajectory of Home Skillet's property to the Wells and Fred and everyone he knows. And by the way, he has nothing to do with Summer's disappearance, but he knows a lot. He makes some... he drops some bombs, let me put it that way, about messing with children. But he's talking about other people. And also he carries, which is going to offend some people, he carries a, ooh, spooky, spooky. He carries a gun on his own property.
They come back. When was the last time they were here?
Dude, it's been... When's the last time they was here looking for Summers, huh? If anybody's looking for Summers, they're more than welcome to... We can give anybody permission
Really?
to look at anything.
Yeah, we're trying to find her. You know, it's been a year now.
Look, brother, look. I wish I knew for sure their parents.
You know her parents?
No. But that's just what people speculate.
Yeah. Does it go to it? Is this a dead end?
No. Look, it's a dead end here, but
Yeah.
look, right over here is a pond, and right across this is where they live, dude.
Oh, they live right over there.
Yeah, like there's, you know what I mean?
Hi.
It's
Look.
a different house. I don't remember you from YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm looking for Summer.
Yes.
Looking for Summer. Looking like I just came down this road because I saw it like a mile away from their road.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And you can cross this mountain right here, and you can be in, unfortunately, Fred Hill's backyard.
Fred Hill's backyard.
Yeah.
Hey, and he's like, even when the cops come, I try to tell him. I said, dude, I know because I ginseng, I hunt,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, I know spots. Like, hey,
Okay, people that are offended by them carrying all the time, well, for one, you can. You have no reason not to protect yourself. Brandon and his stepmother are neighbors, and also they are ginseng. They harvest them. Okay? And it's a big, big, big deal. Okay? In the mountains. Tennessee, huge. Missouri, huge. Arkansas, huge. Southeast Oklahoma, huge. I don't know what ginseng looks like, so you won't find me in that market.
and I showed them. They didn't even know where that holler was by that pond there.
Who didn't? The authorities?
The authorities. No, there's another.
Did they search back here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It search, but it was when Equisearch was down here.
Yep.
How long ago was that?
Gosh, it's been
6 months or so.
probably.
So where they all came, drove here, and then just parked and then
Yeah,
looked?
they,
Paper Slut. This is a show. This is a true crime show. This is not a dating website. Nobody is asking what your junk looks like. Looks like a big tan root ball thing. Now, Paper Slut, you keep that to yourself when you go on dates. I've asked you 5,000 times to give me your passwords, and I would put you on those dating websites, and I would tell you I would have you laid in 6 hours. So now we all know. Okay, let's have a round of applause for Paper Slut. Goodness. What am I going to do with him?
they searched 2 different times. One time they parked down here, and the
Yeah.
other time they walked in. So
Because some people don't give them permission, this and this, and we're like, hey, my uncle owns, her and her brother owns all this, and my uncle lives next door. We give anybody permission, anything, anybody need any
permission to
help.
search. We've searched.
That's
our-
good. See that we
Hey.
need kind neighbors like you guys
Yep.
and others. And there's others that do the same thing, but there's others that say, no, you can't come on the property.
Bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Look, anybody don't help out with this kid, it's a motherfucking.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. And
Hey,
we've been
dude,
out
hey,
there
it's a
handing out
baby, bro.
flyers. We've been out here just,
Can I have one of those?
yes, you can.
Hey,
Bless their heart.
you got a minute?
Yeah.
I could shut.
Yeah.
Just kind of give you. a
You
little,
mind if I like video and
Yeah.
okay,
anything you
cool.
want.
Let me come.
Hey, I
Let me
mean
come
that.
up.
When it comes to Silver
All right.
Park anywhere.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you, man. And this is good. We're gonna go search.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I got a little girl. I'm telling you, I would kill 10 motherfuckers.
I agree, bro. I agree. Thank you.
If I was your dad, hey, I would be walking around with a shotgun. I'd be. Put me in a insane asylum. Bro.
With your dogs.
No effing way in the world. I'm going to do this in 3 parts. Okay, this is part 1 because of the names. And do your own research, do your own homework. But I'm telling you right now, if someone from actually any area says to me, and I mean any area, I can take you on a tour with no one else, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going back to the hotel. But JLR did it, and all of these names are important. Okay? And, or I would have my own gun. Okay? Some states frown on them. Some states are like, protect yourself. I don't know. Don't know.
Name.
Lucy.
I love dogs. I got a cat.
That's what I'm saying. None of us believe. None of us believe Dawn and Candace, dude.
They're lying.
They got
There's
their-
lying. There's no way. One can
No
a
way.
child wander off from their hill.
No way. No.
No.
She ain't. She ain't.
Ooh. You see? But you got a nice spot. Like I've always wanted to get a home in the back, in a back road, no traffic.
Dude, I've looked. Even like them old houses, me and my dad get bad vibes.
What is that?
It's a church, bro.
Oh, people come here for church?
Yes, yes, sir.
Really?
Yeah, this is the church in the woods.
Oh, that is like totally cool. I never seen anything like that.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Right down here.
Okay, Brandon is going to mention names that are going to trip your wire. Okay? He's going to mention Lighthouse Road. He's going to mention, as the locals call it, Van Road. And he talks a lot about Fred.
There's more. I'm just gonna say this. There's more fucking land in Hall. I'm not from here.
Yeah.
I'm from Indiana. I've been down here 3 years now. And my family owns that next door. I saw ginseng hunting this. When I heard she's missing, dude, I've been looking.
Oh, so you went out here yourself?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
the only one. Look, nobody comes out here. You know what I mean? Like literally. I've seen them cops. They come this way one day, like 6 of them, and I had a gun. I got my gun out, and I was like, Lucy, no, and because they snuck up on me, and then they were like, they had our address that they was the sheriff's department. This. But look,
Did they ask for permission to come?
no,
They
nope,
just
nope.
came.
And then he was a prick. I said, hey, well, if you need, hey, there's porta potties that was down here, and I showed them because they seen on drones or something where some structures was, right?
Yeah.
So I said, dude, I'll take you to where I know where everything is around here. I'm the only one that gets out in the woods. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
There ain't nobody. What I'm gonna say is this though, bro. There's spots up in these hollers, in these hills where trees fall over. Like I'm building my kid a fucking clubhouse. Right, my kid's over here.
Mm-hmm.
A clubhouse. If a tree, dude, if that dude, all he had to do is right over. If you cross and come down over there, there's gullies. There's all these gullies. You see what I'm saying? And these hollers. But right, if you keep going all the way straight, dude, I found a blanket down there.
Can we keep going?
Well,
wanna
oh
go?
yeah, we can go
Let's
anywhere
go.
you want,
Let's
bro.
go. Let's go.
Anywhere you want to go. Good. And
So this is like on the edge of Fred Hill's property.
no, Fred's is like back here. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
gonna get my gun out in case he's a snake or something.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. JLR says Jonathan Lee Riches asks the pleasant host. So Fred Hill's property is right here. And he's taking him, and you're going to see all the ins and outs of what he's talking about. Okay? Now, I've watched this one time before, and I probably fell asleep eating a chicken pot pie or something. Who knows what I was doing? He knows what happened that day. Not to Summer, but the police have been to this man's property many times. And it's so important to go back through earlier names, people that flew under the radar. And then those that came right back up. He tells exactly where the trail goes to Fred's. Thank you, Yelva. Thank you so much for the super sticker. You are amazing. Thank you so much for that. You'll have no idea how much, when you contribute to this channel, how much it keeps it going.
Like 3 days ago. Just to get mine, you know what I mean?
Hello, Lucy.
Yeah, she's all right. Hey, she just follows me everywhere I go. She's a good dog. But look,
Dude, I appreciate this because a lot of people just want, you know how many people care for Summer out there?
dude, hey, look. My mom is obsessed with watching this shit on YouTube and everything, and it makes
Yeah.
me cry. Like,
And you
look,
guys are local.
yes, hey, nobody comes and talks to us, dude. They don't even know about these holidays and shit.
Dude, that's exactly what I said at the beginning because I was filming down this road. What's this road called? Light Holler. And I was like, I haven't heard anyone search Light Holler. You got to keep in mind, if Summer was taken from the parent, Don, and put her in the truck, or Candace, they would go to another road near their home, you know, and try to dump her,
It's like
possibly.
this. I can go flat foot, barefoot, and go up the side of these hills. I've never seen investigators or cops trail these sides of these hills. Back here, I never seen them trail. You know what I mean? You know what? They walk these paths and then just try to figure out where things are. I try to tell them a couple times, hey. And then they're like, well, when did you find out that? Look, motherfucker, I'm telling you right now. People around here, when it comes to babies, dude,
Yeah.
not, hey, I'm
I'll come back to that. Now, there might be some sketchy things going on in the holler that Brandon lives on. Okay. JLR has nothing to do with Summer's disappearance. I mean, none. Either you like his information or you don't. I'm concentrating on the interview that this man is giving him. Okay. He looks about 17 years old to me. Turns out he's 34. Damn, sometimes drugs work in the opposite effect. It's like that movie, Death Becomes Her. Fuck me running. I'm telling you. Fuck me with a hot rod. But there's a lot of people in these different areas of the hollers and the woods that saw a lot of things that don't want to say anything because, well, of certain things that might happen to them in the holler because we know who runs it.
I'm telling you right now, on everything I stand for, if I know a child molester or somebody, fucking look. Oh, you don't
Hey,
know.
bro, I understand. And not only that, but you know, like Don Wells was like, oh, it's meth dealers and everything like that. People, even if you did drugs, right? Drug dealers don't do stuff to kids.
Look,
Nobody does stuff to kids.
everybody down here don't want that no problem with no nothing, dude. That is, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. That they know. There's somebody up, Don Candace, or one of them know what happened. I know those school dudes, if they didn't have long to live, they'd burn their house down. If my baby was missing, dog, I wouldn't have a home left. I'd be walking around with a shotgun.
Every day looking.
Look, I would be freaking the fuck out, bro. I wouldn't stop crying. I cried more than probably Don. I've seen him cry on camera. Shit. Which I know camera can make people look like fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know TV, internet, but I'm just saying this. I tried this. They brought divers, and I said, yeah. Hey, we got a pond back here. Hey, I still look for it. Every time I'm out here, dude, I look for anything.
So what are you looking for? Like clothing?
Anything, yeah. I found a blanket like right here, and I showed them the investigators. I left it there. So, dude, me and my girlfriend, we ginseng hunt last year.
Go, Lucy.
And I had a little spot on the path. My cousin rides dirt bike. And him and his buddy and me are the only ones that come back here. You see what I'm saying? And there's another guy that patrols this. But look at all this. Tell me you couldn't hide something.
Yeah,
Somebody, especially the size of this dog.
Exactly.
In a fucking, and I haven't seen not one person do it. This year I'm gonna be on this side. I'll be looking everywhere.
So you haven't seen one authorities or nobody?
No, I seen them walk down this path, and they ran into me, and we about had an incident.
Why? Because you just didn't know who they were?
Yeah, exactly. I said, hey, you're trespassing on private property, and then they're like, oh, the one in front stuttered and was like, oh, called 3 or 4 more, and then they told me that it was a cop. And I tried to do like what we're doing. I said, hey, I know where that holler is. I'll show you. And that the one cop didn't want me to go with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why?
I don't know. And I understand that people don't want, you know what I mean? But look, man,
It's a child.
dude, all my fucking life, dude, I got 4 kids. I'm telling you right now, anybody that fucking women or children, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, I
It pisses
really
me off.
appreciate this. Seriously, like,
Now, it's odd to me that, I mean, of course, he's bringing up, how people search for ginseng out there. And I mean, of course, the drugs are being mentioned and how people live their life in the holler. But I have counted 4 times now, and we have been live for 35 minutes. Okay. He has mentioned, I don't deal with people that mess with little kids, hurt little kids, molest little kids, he said. Listen, there are some rumors going around there. Now, you're going to hear about some things that he did find, which is very interesting to me. And I'm just really happy that everyone is here to go through this with me again, because this guy, I mean, he lives right there.
and people are going to appreciate a neighbor like yourself having so much concern for a child.
Look, dude, I wish, but the thing is okay, down here people are a little different. You know what I'm saying? We're not all drug users and drug dealers. We're just not very, we take pride in having our privacy and having, you know what I mean?
It's a generational community too, right? Like,
right. And it's like this. There ain't no bullshit ever happens like this down here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And now this shit happens. And I know some old timers, dude. I know a couple old timers, I swear to God.
So no cornbread mafia or that crazy talk.
No, dude. Look, that's all fucking bullshit. There's real motherfuckers, and then there's these fucking stupid motherfuckers. And we're just good old boys about working, fishing, having our land to ourselves. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers over there, they ain't even from here anyway.
Yeah, they're from Arkansas and Utah.
Hey, ask around. They ain't been no fucking Tennessee.
Yeah, he only came here for his mom.
Missing. You know what I mean? I was born in Indiana, but all my family is from Tennessee and Kentucky.
We'll go figure. He was born in Indiana, but his family is from Tennessee and Kentucky. Like I say all the time, we always have some connection in Oklahoma. There is always a connection. And we have a new connection here. Look at this. Raymond Thomas is a new YouTube member. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Ooh. Ratch said, hello. We call them druggies, thieves, etc. Cornbread mafia, where we grew up. Whoa. Okie doke. I knew it was a hidden term when it was brought up a behavioral panel. I just knew it. And people got obsessed with it, and they Googled it. One of the worst things on the planet is Google, to be quite honest. Worst thing you can do. Just beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. And then next thing you know, you have some generic term for what's really going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, I want to show you some right here. This is where it crosses over. Sorry. I'll get a weed eater. I'll get a full wood. Dude, anything I can assist somebody that wants to look.
I want to find her.
Dude, look. I can get any resources right across here. David Bays is my father-in-law. He owns the property right next to Fred and him. You know what I mean? And them motherfuckers, They said they found bones and shit up there. There was a dog shot up there. Hold on, get somewhere here.
Thank you.
That was it. And they said they found bones and this. Well, what is that? I don't know. It looks like it. But well,
Okay, so the father-in-law, if anyone has a pen and paper, write down these names. David Bays is his father-in-law. Okay? He lives right over by Fred Hill's property. And as far as I know, Brandon is still alive. Let's listen to this again.
Child.
dude, all my fucking life, dude, I got 4 kids. I'm telling you right now, anybody that fucking women or children, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, I really appreciate this. Seriously, like, you know, and people are going to appreciate a neighbor like yourself having so much concern for a child,
Look,
you know.
dude, I wish, but the thing is okay, down here people are a little different. You know what I'm saying? We're not all drug users or drug dealers. We're just not very, we take pride in having our privacy and having, you know what I mean?
It's a generational community too, right? Like,
right. And it's like this. There ain't no bullshit ever happens like this down here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And now this shit happens. And I know some old timers, dude. I know a couple old timers, I swear to God.
So no cornbread mafia or that crazy
No,
talk.
No, dude, look, that's all fucking bullshit. There's real motherfuckers, and then there's these fucking stupid motherfuckers. And we're just good old boys about.
Some people are asking what is going on with the beeps. He's using the N word. On one hand, he says we're good old boys. The next hand, he talks about other people, but he refers to them in the nigger word. I know people like to hear that, but it's a word that some people use, and how they use it is up to them. That's between them and the people they're talking about. Okay? That's it. They use that word. It's not a polite word. It's not a word I use. That's what he's saying. Obviously, I offended a few people because 6 just dropped off because I just said that's what he's saying. Nicey Marie, thank you so much for the super sticker.
Working, fishing, having our land to our, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers over there, they ain't even from here anyway.
Yeah, they're from Arkansas and Utah.
Hey, ask around. They ain't been no fucking Tennessee.
Yeah, he only came here for his mom.
Missing. You know what I mean? I was born in Indiana, but all my family is from Tennessee and Kentucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, I want to show you some shit right here. This is where it crosses over. Sorry. I'll get a weed eater. I'll get a full wood. Dude, anything I can assist somebody that wants to look.
I want to find her.
Dude, look. I can get any resources right across here. David Bays is my father-in-law. He owns the property right next to Fred and him. You know what I mean? And them motherfuckers, they said they found bones and shit up there. There was a dog shot up there. Hold on, get somewhere here.
Thank you.
That was it. And they said they found bones and this. Well, what is that? I don't know. It looks like it. But, well, right through here, like that's what I'm saying, dude. Right over here is Ben Hill Road. If you keep coming back to here, there's an old logging roads back through here, bro.
Oh, there's her.
Yeah, like right here.
Okay, so he says right over there, and I'm not blaming him or his stepmother or his father-in-law. Okay, he's speaking freely. He's being cool. He goes right through there is Ben Hill Road. All right. Yes, he's locked and loaded. That offends some people, so be it. And have a question. Linda said, why do they shoot dogs, losers? Well, because if you're going through the woods and you got a pack of dogs that come on you, you better be ready to protect yourself. Not my world, but it's his.
There's a porta potty. Where's it at? They look at it, da da da. Ow, God bless it. Look, if I was going to do something, where is that fucking porta potty at? Right there.
Oh, porta potty.
That's a structure right there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Just no matter what, be careful. Watch your feet for snakes, dog.
Yeah.
I just shot one a few days ago. This is a porta potty. I hunted in it last year,
Why is that porta potty here?
dude. Her brother worked for a place, and there's 3 of them on this property. They gave them to him, and he took them.
Who's he?
Archie.
Archie.
Yeah. This is like 10 years ago. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
What were they building back here? Or they just put
Mhm.
porta potties back here.
no, he got to take them home for free.
Oh.
So
okay.
he used them as hunting blinds, and like over at our pond over there, there's one over there, and that's for people, they camp and shit and da da da. So I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you something.
Where are we going?
If a motherfucker- look, I don't know where this goes exactly.
You want to go look? Can we? Are we allowed?
Look, well,
Yeah.
back here, but
Yeah.
look. If we get stopped or something, we just say, we was out looking for summer. And
Yeah. And I'm the
thought
press
he was on our
too.
property, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about do you know any?
Listen, I don't think this guy cares any way, shape, or form the way that JLR wants to get his credentials out there and say, I'm in the press. He can, he can't. This guy doesn't care. But when you're going through certain areas, okay, and you're worried about people like David Bays, Sammy, the hill country, and I don't mean the hill country as in Texas, okay? You better be ready to defend yourself. If not, it would be an entirely different show, all right? And probably a show that we would never do because no one would talk about it.
Any of the other do you know Fred Hill?
I know, yeah.
Is he? I mean, what's the deal with him? We're hearing a lot of rumors about him. Good or
I'm gonna
bad.
tell you the deal with him right now is this. Like I said, some people, but look, even like it's another Holland. There's certain people, there's normal people, there's law enforcement, you know what I mean? Some of these people are very, they might have a hot plant or
Yeah.
make a little liquor or something. And so we ain't on the same teams, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it comes to this little girl, I don't give a fuck, dude. But I'm just saying this. Fred usually hears gossip about what's going on. I'm not going to say he's not right, but I'm saying a lot of things he's not right. You know what I mean?
His name is getting thrown out there. You know, I'm sure he sees it.
Okay, I'm not in the business of talking bad about Fred, but I mean, shit, the guy is right. He just said, I know Fred, he's right, but he's not right. Okay? That's what he's saying. He knows him. And in my humble, shit-given opinion, I can tell you he's a bit scared of him. Look at him going through, and he's looking through this place, that place. He's locked and loaded. He's got that fanny pack with the Confederate flag on it. He's ready for anyone to come out of those woods and give him a knockdown. And there's poor old JLR behind him that's got nothing but a fucking phone. No, not me. It feels like I'm watching a damn documentary. It's stressing me out. I need some Paxil. I need a gummy. I need something. This shit wouldn't fly around me. Hey, I've been hiking before. All right. The minute somebody comes out to say if I need some help, woo, I back away because I don't want to be anybody's hillbilly love slave. I don't want to be anyone's hillbilly love slave. That's just me. All right? Believe it or not, regardless of what you've seen, I do clean up nice.
Well, that's
But every neighbor's getting their names getting thrown
that's
out.
why people don't want to talk and say shit. It's like this. Over this little girl, on everything I stand for. My name is Brandon Clark. I will take and do anything, show you everything I know. That's all I know. You know
You're awesome. Brandon, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon, you're awesome.
Because I got 4 kids. They're in Indiana. And
But-
I hate motherfucking fucking molesters, child. Fucking these children, dude. Oh, they don't want to come around me.
So you just live with your mom?
Yeah, my stepmom. Yeah.
Stepmom. Yeah, she said she saw me on YouTube.
Yep.
I've been posting a lot about this case. Like I've interviewed. I talked to a neighbor yesterday. I don't know his name offhand. He owns property on Ben Hill, and he was just like, he's saying the same thing. Don and Candace are guilty.
Yep.
For sure. He's like, none of the neighbors. He was talking about Jody Sue and the Bernards, that they're good people. The Bernards were.
I don't look. Yep. Look. I don't know even none of them. I know David Bays. I got friends up and down the street too. None of us associate with them. None of us know them. I know Chad Arnold and Billy. The dude that when Dawn said that Bill was there fucking with children or somebody was there fucking with children.
Again, listen to the names he's putting out. Okay? Please listen to the names he's putting out.
Over this little girl on every.
These are names we scoffed off a long time ago, but they're extremely relevant today.
Thing I stand for. My name is Brandon Clark. I will take and do anything, show you everything I know. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying?
You're awesome. Brandon, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon, you're awesome.
Because I got 4 kids. They're in Indiana. And
But-
I hate motherfucking fucking molesters, child. Fucking these children, dude. Oh, they don't want to come around me.
So you just live with your mom?
Yeah, my stepmom. Yeah.
Stepmom. Yeah, she said she saw me on YouTube.
Yep.
I've been posting a lot about this case. Like I've interviewed. I talked to a neighbor yesterday. I don't know his name offhand. He owns property on Ben Hill, and he was just like, he's saying the same thing. Don and Candace are guilty.
Yep.
For sure. He's like, none of the neighbors. He was talking about Jody Sue and the Bernards, that they're good people. The Bernards were.
I don't look. Yep. Look. I don't know even none of them. I know David Bays. I got friends up and down the street too. None of us associate with them. None of us know them. I know Chad Arnold and Billy. The dude that when Dawn said that Bill was there fucking with children or somebody was there fucking with children.
He said when Don said Bill was there to fuck with the children, he knows Chad Arnold, he knows Fred Hill. Now, this guy does nothing but go through his property to find ginseng. If anyone is confused about ginseng, let me explain it to you real quick. Because they had a huge raid recently in the same area.
And so he's already given it to Jill to come in here and you start out kind of out
here, right?
breaking up the soil. Yeah, you can come in a little bit closer than that.
Okay.
If you want to break, yeah, that's fine. Break up the soil a little bit, dig in a little deeper. There you go. That's right. There's actually a couple pieces of this root.
Look at this.
Yep, there you go.
It's a big one.
Yeah, very nice.
That's actually very similar to what you'll find if you go hunt for pictures of ginseng.
Really?
Yeah.
You can see the size of it. Is this a typical
Yeah, very
size?
typical. It's a good root.
They
You
don't
consider that a
get
good
much
root.
bigger than that.
Really?
It's rare.
Yeah.
This root right here will tell you how old it is.
Yeah, for the wild.
It's you count all these little loops as 1 year.
Okay.
You're looking at 15 years old.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's rare. Yeah, that's a good root. A lot of times, once they get above 10 years old, that's
So
what you
the
consider.
loops here like this?
Well, if you notice, the whole face of this mountain is kind of facing northeast, so the sun doesn't come typically hardcore directly
on it.
on the northeast side of a mountain, and it creates this perfect environment where if you feel the moisture in there, it hadn't even rained here, and while it almost sometimes feels like you're in a rainforest, it's a perfect moisture area, and the sun doesn't dry up the dirt. And then you've also got to have perfect dirt. If you notice, a lot of the dirt we have in East Tennessee is filled up with clay, but if you see this is from years and years and years of the leaves mulching, and so the top compost, yeah, probably the top foot of this whole earth vegetation around here looks like this. Now, if we dug down 1.5 feet, you'd get straight clay. But when you see vegetation growing and stuff like this, that's the prime place to find it, and it's going to grow in dark dirt.
How similar or different is this from what you typically would find in China?
China.
Or let's say China first, and then I know Korea is another country that grows a lot of ginseng.
It looks to me almost the same. The
Oh, okay.
shape,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. We have a lot of layers here. And trust me, if ginseng fell in my face, I wouldn't know what it is. But this guy is a person that goes around and finds ginseng. He has had a major problem with Dawn, who's been getting on his property, or Fred Hill, he doesn't seem to know, that comes on his property and his father-in-law's property, and they want to get it off their property. Again, this is going to be a 2-part, 3-part show.
You can really,
The
you can go
color.
find pictures. I couldn't, if you mix them, I don't know that I could tell you which one was which.
Amazing.
So would the conditions be the same?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
Yeah.
Trying to get on-
Moisture, shade.
And in the hilly areas, in the mountain areas,
And it's typically in an
parts
area
of
that's
China.
that it's going to drain really well.
Well.
You're not going to find it typically on a flat area. You're going to see where the vegetation and the water continually drain off.
But with that said, China has figured out how to propagate this in a farming situation, and they just recreate that environment using tarps and
Really,
whatever they have to
they
do to grow
cultivate it, and they're
Yeah.
still able to grow wild.
And
Same.
we would have this opportunity as well in Tennessee. So, and our Chinese collaborators would be quite willing to work with us.
I think it's a great opportunity, not only for MTSU, but also the state of Tennessee. If we can grow this commercially on our farm back at MTSU, there's a great possibility we can start selling this and bringing in revenue.
For whatever reason, we in
Sure.
America, we've not used the ginseng plant for health things and cancer research and diabetes. And as I spoke with him at the airport this morning, he believes that there's something to this actual root that you're about to see. That there's some
There you go.
wonderful health. We have right here
You
in
got the biggest
Appalachia.
one
Look
today.
at this.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Holy moly.
Don't break the plant off of it.
Okay,
Yeah,
don't-
keep it all
don't-
intact. That's pretty. He called me and I heard that they're wanting to do something for the health and welfare of people. I said, come on to my county. We can show you where it's at.
So you're hoping to persuade Cocke Countyans to raise and sell ginseng?
Oh, that'd be wonderful if Cocke County got it and people started planting ginseng. Absolutely. It'd bring a lot of revenue.
Okie doke. Stacy said, why is it worth so much? I couldn't tell you. Sally, State Center of Tennessee, Tingle, Jeremy, facing my friend. Well, they're doing good things, in my opinion, with the ginseng. Okay. Now, some people don't know what's on their property. That's between them and what goes on in their state. Okay. Now let's get back to this. I do need to have more information about the ginseng crop in Tennessee. But right now we're talking about summer wells, and ginseng is very endangered. Okay. It's not grown wildly in places like China. It's not grown wildly in places that really, really want it. Okay. They use it for pharmaceuticals. They use it for tea. They use it for common colds, for a lot of stuff. And I will say this right now about Jonathan Lee Riches. Hell to the no. I would not just go blind into the holler, whatever holler it is, and just trust somebody to show me the ways, especially with a major crime being investigated right there. But that's just me. Other countries have a huge problem finding what they want. And where do they come? To America. They do, every time. You heard they said they'll use the HARP system, then to sell it back to China. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think I would trust Brandon here to dig up all those roots and find everything to sell it to China. They need actual scientists to do it, but that is their problem. There is so many layers going on as to what happened to summer wells. How it happened, I have a good idea why it happened, but the end outcome is basically going to come down to this for me, because I do believe the district attorney. I do.
This is a very complicated issue that has been made more complicated by the players in this drama. This is a very complicated issue that has been made more complicated by the players in this drama.
Mm-hmm. More players in the drama. All the players in this drama. I was very confused when Jody Sue Brown was so confused and so upset about people buying land around there. Well, they could have some sort of ginseng thing going on. Oh, hold on, Kata. Kata said, at 11:30 p.m. last night, my dog was sprayed by a skunk. It stunk the entire house up. Oh, now hold on. How did you get that smell away? People always say with skunks to use tomato juice. That's never worked for me. I had a dog that got sprayed by a skunk one time. Tomato juice did nothing. Nothing. Sleuthing said China loves buying U.S. land, and for a reason. Trust me, there's a reason Bill Gates buys our land and sells them to them. But I don't think Summer has anything to do with this. Or that, I mean.
That's all a lie. I know Bill. We call him Wild Bill. Dude.
Talked to a neighbor yesterday. I don't know his name offhand. He owns property on Ben Hill, and he was just like, he's saying the same thing. Don and Candace are guilty. Yep. For sure. He's like, none of the neighbors. He was talking about Jody Sue and the Bernards, that they're good people. The Bernards were.
I don't know Look, yep, look. I don't know even none of them. I know David Bays. I got friends up and down the street too. None of us associate with them. None of us know them. I know Chad Arnold and Billy. The dude that, when Dawn said that Bill was there fucking children or somebody was fucking children, that's all a lie. I know Bill. We call him Wild Bill. Dude, that's a lie. So the first thing I know is this. Dawn is lying about, he says, oh, there's somebody. Bill and Chad went up there and, because I rode my motorcycle by there and seen lights and they'd be drinking and partying. I never stopped there in my whole life. Never been up on the hill. I know Chad and Bill has been there once or twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just it. Wild Bill, I've partied and drank with him. He's an old school beach creeker. He is not about no fucking bullshit. He would never fucking kids. He would never. You know what I mean? They're lying, bro, on everything. I guarantee you, Donnie. That's what I'm saying. Look at all this land, dude.
Okay, he cut himself off. He's like, I guarantee you, Dawn and Ken, they're lying about everything. The best thing to do when you're talking to somebody is let them talk. Don't dictate. Don't tell them how they think. Let them talk. If you want to talk to someone, then don't talk to them. You open a conversation, let them talk.
So you just live with your mom?
Yeah, my stepmom. Yeah.
Stepmom. Yeah, she said she saw me on YouTube.
Yep.
You know, I've been posting a lot about this case. Like I've interviewed. I talked to a neighbor yesterday. I don't know his name offhand. He owns property on Ben Hill, and he was just like, you know, he's saying the same thing. Don and Candace are guilty.
Yep.
For sure. He's like, none of the neighbors. He was talking about Jody Sue and the Bernards, that they're good people. The Bernards were.
I don't look. Yep. Look. I don't know even none of them. I know David Bays. I got friends up and down the street too. None of us associate with them. None of us know them. I know Chad Arnold and Billy. The dude that, when Dawn said that Bill was there fucking children or somebody was there fucking children, that's all a lie. I know Bill. We call him Wild Bill. Dude, that's a lie. So the first thing I know is this. Dawn is lying about, he says, oh, there's somebody. Bill and Chad went up there and, because I rode my motorcycle by there and seen lights and they'd be drinking and partying. I never stopped there in my whole life. Never been up on the hill. I know Chad and Bill has been there once or twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just it. Wild Bill, I've partied and drank with him. He's an old school beach creeker. He is not about no fucking bullshit. He would never fucking kids. He would never. You know what I mean? They're lying, bro, on everything. I guarantee you, Donnie. That's what I'm saying. Look at all this land, dude. What's to say he didn't run over? If he was running with her and put her on a brush pile, put her, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's the theory. That's one of the theories.
You
A
see
brush
what I'm
fire,
saying?
like a brush fire back here somewhere, right? You wouldn't even know.
It's like this. And people don't even, not even a brush fire. You can just put her under a brush pile. There's a pond. Our pond back there's got some trees. Like, you know what I mean? Who knows where the they, you know what I mean? But I don't think that motherfucker's that athletic. You know what I'm saying?
So we are like right by Ben Hill Road.
Well, I don't know where this goes to. Ben Hill Road, I know is this way.
Yeah. So that's the holler right there.
I don't know where this goes, brother. I swear to God, I don't.
You want to go back towards Ben Hill?
Well, here,
yeah.
here. How
Here,
about
I'll
this?
follow you. Go
How
ahead.
about this? How about me and you get in your car and we'll go to Ben Hill. We'll go to David. I'll take you to Fred's. I'll take you everywhere you want.
Yeah, but will they want me like recording them?
Yes. Oh, hey, it don't matter. Look, it don't matter what they want.
Yeah.
Look, dog. I'm gonna tell you, I'm one of the only straight up motherfuckers around here.
Where was that pond?
Look, I'll show you. That's what I was gonna show you. On the way out, damn. On the way out, I'm gonna show you. Well, our pond is this way. Their pond, I'll show you right where their pond is in that holler.
Yeah, show me where that is.
And then right, hey, there's a brush. Hey.
So it's definitely, you know, now if Don was going to come back at the back of the holler, how would he get there? Go in the back of Ben Hill?
He would come out to where that pond is over there. I feel it. Or where David Bay's property is, behind there. One time, look, okay, I can admit this because it's already over with. I was on bond, right?
Yeah.
I was in a little trouble. The bond agency showed up at David's house. I take off running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't even looking for me anyway. They was looking for Dave. And so I took off running. And I come out. I crossed 2 creeks. And I come out on this road right up here. See what I'm saying? Oh, damn it, boy. I gotta get some pants on. Anyways, I'm just saying. Me and my dad tried to find from Fred to over here and David from over here, there to here, and I never found it. A lot of times I get turned around. There's hollers and hollers and hollers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever went from there to here.
Never found what, Brandon? I mean, you can tell that Jonathan Lee Riches is trying to keep with the conversation. He's listening, he's recording. Didn't find what? Okay. I, for one, think Brandon has zero to do with anything. They've had searchers, they have divers, have everything in all the ponds, everything around there. Okay. But when he cuts a conversation short and he ends his sentence in the middle and he says, but they couldn't find it. Couldn't find what? I'm still going to stick with my theory. I'm still going to stick with my theory that the heat was on because of CPS trying to unravel their yarn, Dawn and Candace. And imagine the social worker getting up that driveway. I spoke to Dolly's girlfriend, PJ, and she said, listen, Chris McDonough explained it. Many people spoke about it. It's going to take you a long time to get up there. It's almost like going up Pikes Peak in reverse. I stick with a few key things in this case. Pedophilia. Candace not caring about her kids. Candace disclosing to a tight friend of hers, saying that she was afraid of SA charges, and many other things. The names he is dropping tells me that there might be a lot more to it. Jackie said, Chris M. needs to get his facts straight. I don't know what he knows. I just know what Candace said to him. That's all I know. And what he has said that he has turned over to the TBI, FBI, and Hawkins County. So I don't know. It seemed to me like he just stood there like a lump on a log listening to Candace. I could be wrong.
But across the street, I go look it up. I did a thing called Randonautica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was into that trying to get any clues and like that. And it put me right behind our house. God dang it, boy. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, they're tough. I got pricked a few times.
I got it saved. It's a mark on my map. It's right across the street. Behind the, and it's like this. Dude, I ain't gonna go say it a whole lot to intimidate even myself. But them I'm gonna convince him a little bit.
Jackie said Summer didn't go missing from the basement. TBI clearly states she was last seen outside. Chris McDonough needs to read that. I don't think Chris McDonough said that. He asked Candace what happened, and she said that she took Summer from planting flowers. They washed her hands, took her into the house, and then she came back in after 2 minutes and asked the boys, "Where is Summer?" And then she said she turned over blankets, that filthy mattress, and then she knew she was just gone. Chris McDonough, whether you like him or hate him, has always said something bad happened there or was involved there. I've never heard him say that she was kidnapped from the basement. But if you can find it, please send it to me.
They don't want to know. They want to that dude come down there, that block of wood, and threaten people. Look. Yeah,
Who's that?
What's that? Andy.
Andy?
Yeah. There's a neighbor, whatever, come down there, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I wish I was there.
Wait, who did Andy threaten?
He come out with a block of wood, because these women was just, like even my mom, she's from Indiana.
Okay, I want everyone, we're not going to fight about Chris McDonough right now. I want you to listen to this, please. This is the part that broke my brain, okay? Don't be upset. Don't be upset about anything. Don't worry about Brandon. Just listen to his words. He's not talking about Andy Bernard. He's talking about Fred. He's talking about Randy Paul Hill. Okay? Listen. This is a lot to unpack. It takes a lot of concentration, and I'm here for it. Okay?
And then, what? Hey, there's a bus. Hey.
So it's definitely, now, if Don was going to come back at the back of the holler, how would he get there? Go in the back of Ben Hill?
He would come out to where that pond is over there.
Okay, so Don has several ways to get into the holler. We got that part. All right?
I feel it. Or where David Bay's property is, behind there. One time, look, okay, I can admit this because it's already over with. I was on bond, right?
Yeah.
Was in a little trouble. The bond agency showed up at David's house. I take off running, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't even looking for me anyway. They were looking for Dave. And so I took off running, and I come out. I crossed 2 creeks, and I come out.
So Andy Hill, who is also known as Randy Paul Hill, Brandon's father-in-law, David Bays, okay, I'm so sick of seeing his fucking ass crack. Come on, man. Pull up your fucking shorts. You're not a rapper. Come on. Enough. Enough, enough, enough. I mean, I can smell it from here. Pull up those damn shorts. But Andy shows up. Now, listen to what happened.
On this.
Lean in. Get on your tippy toes.
Road right up here. You know what I'm saying? Boy. I gotta get some pants on. Anyways, I'm just saying. Me and my dad tried to find from Fred to over here and David from over here, there to here, and I never found it.
I'm going to say it again for those who are behind, okay? He's not talking about Andy Bernard. He's talking about the Andy that everyone knew his name as. Okay? We're not talking about Andy Bernard. He's talking about Fred's cousin, Randall Paul Hill, that goes by Andy, goes by Randy, and the one when Hunter went into Candace's phone that said from Andy, that's how he's commonly known as. When he said to her, it's done. It's not Andy B. He does not know Andy Bernard.
A lot of times I get turned around. There's hollers and hollers and hollers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever went from there to here. But across the street, I done looked it up. I did a thing called Randonautica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was into that trying to get any clues and shit like that. And it put me right behind our house. God dang it, boy. I don't know if it was.
Yeah.
Damn these
Yeah, they're tough. I got pricked a few times.
I got it saved. It's a mark on my map. It's right across the street. Behind there, and it's like this. Dude, I ain't gonna go say it a whole lot, intimidate even myself. But them motherfuckers, I'm gonna begin saying a little bit. They don't want to fucking know. They want to fucking, like that dude come down there, that block of wood, and threaten people. Ugh. Yeah,
Who's that?
What's that? Andy.
Andy?
Oh, yeah. There's a neighbor, whatever, come down there, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I wish I was there.
Wait, who Andy threatened?
He come out with a block of wood, because these women was just, like even my mom, she's from Indiana. I got her following this story and shit.
Yeah, so women were out there just trying.
Yeah.
And he came out with a block of wood and threatened them?
Yeah, he's with him with a piece of firewood and shit. So that's why I don't go there. I mean, I always have a gun on me anyways. I ain't no felon.
Yeah.
I have the right to bear arms, you know what I mean? I'm out here anyway.
Yeah.
If you don't got a gun, you're retarded.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So,
yeah.
And I usually have a whip. I think, hey, people like that ain't good people.
Okay. So the Andy he is talking about is Fred's cousin. Okay. Now, the women I don't know about. I have no idea. But when Andy came down the hill, he had firewood, a block of wood, firewood, and he was ready to throw down. Okay, we have a little bit more, and we're going to do part 2 tomorrow or Friday, because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Peas in a Pod said, I think he's talking about Benny Keys after heels on the ground with the wood. No. This is way before, honey. But good try. This interview was way before Benny got there.
They're hiding something, dude. I don't think they're.
You know, Don would be like, everybody search my property. I want everybody on like tooth and nail.
Look, exactly. Thank you. I would have been fucking losing. You got to put me in a same asylum, bro. You understand me?
Yeah. Every day you'd be out there looking.
Or I would
you know,
just
person.
start anybody I thought I would kick the door in. I would be I would.
Okay, I want to make it clear. This is 1 year. Remember the time. Okay? And Benny did that too. And he also slipped in dog shit. But that was way after this interview. Way after. Way after. Way after.
Hey, you would have to lock me up, bro. And that's how all my family feels too. Something's wrong right there.
Are we going to the pond?
We will here when we get
I'll
back
come.
down. The motherfuckers are talking about what she liked and this. What are you gonna tell people that shit, dude? If somebody does got her, you gonna go saying stupid shit like that? I'd say, look, if we don't find her, then I know somebody's got her. Then I'm gonna take.
Educated opinion said, no, it wasn't. You're wrong. Honey, this interview is before Benny got to Ben Hill Road. I mean, if you have something different and you say you promised me, please send it to me. Please send it to me. Because I see the timestamp on this video. I mean, I see the date. I know when Summer went missing, and I know when Benny got there. And I love to be proven wrong. I love it. And Benny's name is not Andy.
Right now, dude, you would have to lock me up in a straitjacket. Think about it. You got kids?
I don't.
Man.
But I've tried to find kids, and I see, parents that are so desperate to find their kids that get taken. They're out there, like you said, fighting every single day, crying and pleading and searching. And
even my mom, even me, like, you know what I mean? That want to cry.
so you've never seen Don Wells or Candace out here looking.
Look, I seen it. You know what? Don Wells out here walked down here one day, being a fucking retard, and he's lucky. I'm telling you this.
When was this?
What, 6-7 months ago?
Yeah.
He's lucky certain people don't see him down here. That's why he don't come down here. Because we know what's up. You know what I mean? That motherfucker, you'd be looking for him too. That's almost it. You better just stay his ass in jail or away from all of us people.
The guy told me an employee at Priceless. They shopped at Priceless in Kingsport.
Yep. Told
me that Candace and her mother would go there, and they'd get people just ask them, "Where's Summer? Where's Summer?" Right to their face. Like they're just everybody wants to know.
Yep. Look.
So what is this creek? What is?
This is the same creek that goes. It's like it goes basically right on the same road that Summer's on Ben Hill Road.
Oh wow!
There's two of them that wrapped around. Like it took, you know what I mean? But like even like these fields, when it was, you know what I mean? When they were now it's getting green, it's hard to see. I've hiked these spots. You know what I mean? These people don't go in there. They don't go in. They don't want to get too dirty, bro. That's what I'm saying. If you want to really do some digging and looking at, and hey, you come get you some blue jeans and bring you a shotgun or a pistol.
I might do that with you if you really want to look for.
Hey, I'm gonna be saying like this. Well, I'm gonna scout for ginseng. I can't dig it. We can't dig it right now.
Yeah.
We'll scout for ginseng. We'll look for it. You know what I mean?
What is ginseng? What is a scout ginseng?
Ginseng? You ginseng hunting?
Oh, ginseng. Okay.
Yeah. Like, it's a plant. You know what I mean? You've never seen ginseng before?
Yeah. I wasn't sure what you meant offhand.
But like right here, even we got a horse.
So where's that? What's that? What goes that way?
This goes to our pond.
Oh, that goes to your pond.
And there's a tree. I got in our pond. Even looked under. Hey.
They looked.
They didn't, but I got in there and looked. Hey, best I could. There's a tree that's. You want to go back there?
Yeah.
I wish I had a 4-wheeler, dog.
You don't have a 4-wheeler?
No, I got motorcycle and my uncle's got a 4-wheeler, but Here, I'll show you. If I get my motorcycle to the top of this hill, you sit on there and then you go right back there. Because I'll show you back there. There's hollers and hollers and hey, even more back there. If you want to see the first, where I think he would go to, would be this one. You
All
know
right,
what
let's
I'm
go
saying?
check out. What were you burning?
I'm burning I'm standing right here. All this stuff is garbage.
Okay, everyone, I'm going to leave it right there for right now because I have to go through these names to go through more information. And I'm talking a long, long time ago. Different videos, different names, and I hope everyone will be here for it, okay? And make me a promise. We're all friends here. We don't know the case. We don't know how it's going to come out. But we know that we're all here for Summer Wells and we are friends, correct? Now remember, he dropped a lot of names. And some are pedophiles. I don't care about the meth heads. I really don't. I don't care about them. I don't care about the meth addicts. All right? So please get ready for part 2 because that's when I'm going to introduce you to these different people and what they do in the area. Some are in ginseng. Crazy jungle guy here in the woods. My goodness. He's doing everything. Okay. Wild Bill. We have Blue Roof Bill. Andy. I think a lot of names are getting confused, which is common when everyone is fucking inbred or has the same name. So everyone, get ready for part 2 because that's when I'm going to go clip some things because I'm really good at video editing. And I'm going to break down who these people are. Okay? You are the best and happy Thanksgiving. By the way, if you have some time, please give the video a like. Please share with your friends. Please give it what's called a hype. And if you feel so hospitable, throw in a donation to keep the channel going. Y'all are the best.